Best give him a couple of weeks to get used to the place.
Well, we have to go.
In the new movie Rise of the Planet of the Apes, actor Andy Serkis takes on a new challenge, the role of Caesar, a smarter-than-your-average chimpanzee. How do you learn to play an ape? Like, how do you learn to do that?
Well, there's two stages, really. I mean, one is the learning the behavior and the movement and the physicality, and that comes from observation, really. You just learn, and you practice in a volume, a motion capture volume with a digital puppet of an ape, and you literally learn how to puppeteer that character. Primate behavior is, the initial step, really, but only the beginning step.
Serkis's most famous performance capture role is Gollum from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But it was his role as the eponymous ape in the King Kong remake that paved the way to Caesar.
We've done a lot of work between us on King Kong in terms of primate behaviour. So for me, I very quickly wanted to move on to Caesar's psychology and emotional behaviour and how we could, make that work believably.
To accomplish that, special effects firm Weta had to design an animal we're already familiar with, unlike the aliens and creatures for the sci-fi mega-hit Avatar that Weta also helped design.
You have to pay a lot of attention to the detail, but you do it for any creature that you create or any character. Even with Avatar, you wouldn't believe it if you didn't have all those details right. I think the difference was with Caesar, there was no dialogue to convey the story, to convey the emotion. And that's where we really had to put a lot of focus on the facial expressiveness.
But Caesar looked a little bit different.
That's right. He was slightly more human. And we did that to be able to just more readily access the emotional, intent of what he was saying, especially around the eyes. We just made them a little bit, that much more human, just to make it easier to read.
But for Serkis, playing Caesar went beyond just mimicking primate behavior.
He's not just an ape, he's an ape with an enhanced intelligence. So it's like, how do you portray that intelligence, and whether it comes through, as cognitive, or whether it's an emotional intelligence, or, So as we constructed the scenes, it was very much about the connectivity of, seeing this whole journey unfold, this massive journey from infant to revolutionary leader.
To help make those scenes work, Weta slimmed down the cumbersome performance capture rig used on Avatar and brought it onto a live-action set. That means Serkis was there, interacting with his co-stars.
So everything that you see in the movie, he has both live-action actors and actors who are in the performance capture suits in the moment at the same time, directed by the director, and it feels very fresh and urgent and in the moment. And it's acting, and that's all it is. It's no different. And the technology really has come to a point where it sort of transparently allows the acting to come through into the digital manifestation on screen.
For Discovery News, I'm Jorge Ribas.